It's training time. What's up, tricksters? Today I'm going to share with you my personal practice routines that I've been using in Valorant in order to improve my aim, movement, game sense, map awareness, shooting techniques, and game knowledge. I'm going to cover everything from what I use, how do I warm up, and how much do I actually practice on a daily basis, how do my days look when I'm seriously playing and competing in Valorant. As you all know, I reached Radiant rank with an ease in every single season of Valorant, and developing good training habits and routines has been a huge factor in my success. My training and warm-up is always changing from month to month, because I'm always trying to focus on my mistakes and improve as much as possible. But the Radiant practice routine, which I'm going to share with you in this video, should give you a very good idea how you can plan out your own days and use your time effectively to improve in Valorant. And I know the AimLab video reached 2,000 likes and I'm happy about it, but I will release my personal playlist and custom guns very soon. I just want to make that video high quality. And right now, without any further ado, let's jump straight into the action. Now I need to give a very fast TLDR. How do I approach esports, gaming, and life? There are three different type of days in my personal life. First type of days is when I'm not playing video games at all. These days are just used to spend time with friends, family, chill a bit, go to the gym, play a guitar, go on airsoft, karting, cinema, drifting, making content, working on projects, coaching. I do everything except playing the actual games. I try to have at least one day like this in every week of mine, so I can reset my mentality and refuel for the grind. The second type of days is when I'm streaming. During those days I'm usually only playing video games on stream, but sometimes late at night I will play a few games here and there or some other game that is not Valorant. I do a bit of AimLab warm-up before and during live stream, and I'm just focusing on giving you knowledge, entertaining you, and spending time with my community on live streams. I'm currently streaming every single day at 12 PM Central European Summer Time at twitch.tv/charlatan, and I must say the streams are gonna be fire, and they are gonna get even more lit when I turn on the facecam with my new mask and design. Wait, what? As soon as stream goes down, I'm living the life again or working on projects, coaching, videos, etc. And the third type of days will be our main focus of today and the most important thing for you. I say the most important because large majority of you want to improve, reach the highest ranks, Radiant and Global Elite, go pro in Valorant or some other esports title. I call these days the full-on grind mode, days of improvement, when I'm fully focused on reaching the highest rank possible, improving myself in some particular field, or simply going pro in that specific esports title. But before we go into details, I need to remind you that you need to have some kind of balance in life and multiple dopamine sources, the income of happiness. If you are only playing video games 24/7, you are taking a huge risk of falling into depression and a very bad mental state. And trust me, playing ranked games 24/7 doesn't mean that you will improve. That is why I have a different type of days in my life. And also I do different type of activities during those days. If you feel burnt out from gaming or depressed, take 1 or 2 days off. It will not hurt your aim, game sense, knowledge, etc. It can only benefit you. And one very big note to take for all of you
24/7 ranked gorillas.
I do at least one VOD review every single mother effing day. That is very important because only through VOD reviews you can realize your own mistakes and figure out some new tricks, strategies, and upgrade your own game knowledge. The VOD review doesn't have to be your own VOD. You can review a VOD of some other pro player or watch and review one game that has been played in official tournament, etc. I explain the whole logic and how to do VOD reviews properly in this video right here, and this is very important for you because there isn't a single day when I'm actually not improving or learning something new about the game that I'm playing at that moment. If I'm feeling like and I don't feel like playing video games that day, I will still be playing AimLab, doing VOD reviews or watching random tips, tricks and content that is gonna help me improve in that game. All of this doesn't only apply to my current Valorant grind, it also applies to any esports title in which I competed at the highest levels possible in the past or that I will play in the future. Now let's begin with my daily practice routines and how does my full-on grind day looks like. Let's start from the basics, and that is of course pure aim. In category of pure aim we can put flicks, tracking and reflexes. The best and easiest way to improve aim is definitely with some kind of aim trainer, and I specifically use AimLab, which you can check at aimlab.pro/charlatan with a 7. In these two videos I'll explain how can you fix all of your aim problems and issues in Valorant and how to use AimLab properly in order to improve faster in FPS shooters. I personally use AimLab to warm up before every single gaming session for around 10 to 15 minutes. I have a specific playlist that I do to warm up in Valorant and adjusted these playlists to my personal needs. In the warm up, your key point is to warm up and not rip your mother effing hands off. Warming up for 30 minutes or going
All in gorilla mode
is not a warm up, it's a full-on training. You don't put 400 pounds on bench press for warm up set unless you're a goddamn mountain from Game of Thrones, but you're probably not. And the second time during the day when I use AimLab is actually for the full training routine. This training routine I usually perform at night right before I'm going to bed, and it lasts for around 30 to 60 minutes. I have different playlists for different type of problems, and I rotate those playlists accordingly to what I personally think was the main issue for me that particular day. I recommend to newcomers of FPS games or people that struggle with aim to use AimLab for at least 30 to 60 minutes consistently every single day. I personally have some days when I'm kinda chilling and I don't practice during my rest days, but that is because I have over 20,000 hours invested in FPS games and my aim is already pretty solid. And no, taking one day or 1 week break will not hurt your aim in a long run, it can only benefit you. Of course, taking a month break will make some damages, but you will catch up pretty quickly. Muscle memory is always there, but reflexes usually fall off a bit. But constantly switching between different games can hurt your aim and movement a lot. For an example, going between Valorant and CSGO on a daily basis, you will not truly improve in any of these titles then. You need to commit to one game if your goal is to reach the top of that game. And one more tip regarding AimLab, don't stress yourself out about your scores. The only thing that matters is your rank in Valorant and are you actually improving your aim in that particular game. First focus on accuracy and slowly build up the speed and reflexes to develop good habits in AimLab. Then after a few days or weeks you're gonna improve your scores in AimLab as well, and the AimLab AI system will constantly remind you about your weakness points and on which things you need to work out more to improve. Now my day is split in 3 gaming sessions. I play 1 to 2 games at the morning, 1 to 3 games at the evening and 1 to 5 games at night. The number of ranked games that I play that day is purely based on how I feel and how much time do I have. Remember, while you are playing ranked games you're not learning anything new. You should be implementing and testing the knowledge or skill that you gain outside of ranked games through practice routines, aim trainers or reviewing your VODs. Between my sessions I have around 2 to 4 hours of break which I use to practice inside of Valorant, VOD review, rest, eat, doing something creative, doing some hobbies or go to the gym. Working out is extremely important and it can build up your confidence not only in real life but also inside of the gaming world. Building up confidence and having a healthy ego are the keys of reaching the top ranks. I say healthy ego because if you become full-on
egoistic gorilla
without any respect and only blaming others for your own mistakes in life and video games, you will never improve. Working out and living a healthy life can greatly benefit you inside of gaming as well. Your mentality will become much stronger and you will not falter under pressure or losing a pointless ranked game. You need to strive towards improvement and becoming the best possible version of yourself. I love to look at myself as both alpha and Omega. Sometimes I do appear as cocky, full of myself and egoistic, but that is only because I'm extremely confident guy. And trust me, in the same time, I am my own biggest critique. It really doesn't matter what you write about me or what you think about me. I don't care about anyone's opinion, because I'm never satisfied with myself and I'm always hungry for more. My main goal is to experience everything in life, become the best I can possibly be in the things that I wanna do while being happy. If you're not happy while you're doing something, trust me, everything else is kinda pointless. I also said that I love doing some kind of hobbies or creative things between the games because they induce a lot of dopamine and stress relief. And it's very healthy to have something which you really enjoy doing beside gaming. Something like painting, playing music, watching movies, karting, paintball, drifting, video editing, photography, anything that you feel happy and satisfied while doing it. And now, what kind of practice routines do I perform in Valorant between my ranked games or scrims or matches in general? I love to do at least 2 or 3 deathmatch games between my sessions without any sound. Deathmatch without a sound in Valorant can improve your overall game sense and map awareness, because we have a free map hack in Valorant Deathmatch and you can get into the habit of paying more attention to it. Deathmatch in Valorant at the moment is not very good for developing your aim and reflexes because of multiple reasons. They need to remake it as CSGO community deathmatch servers. And I get one question a lot.
How much do I watch at my minimap?
I'm watching minimap whenever I hear something happening in the game, movement-wise, gunshots or abilities, and when I'm not expecting to engage the enemies or when I'm not fighting my enemies. So practically around 60% to 70% of the time, my eyes are at that goddamn minimap. But for this, you need to develop a really good game sense and to play the game for the long period of time in order to get all the timings correctly. In Deathmatch, I also focus on learning the shooting techniques, how to burst fire, one-tap spray, and how to play with a particular gun. So if I'm a poo-poo caca with Vandal, I'll only play Deathmatch with Vandal until I get a feeling for that gun. The second practice routine that I perform on daily basis in Valorant is my communication and angle clearing routine on offline custom servers. Your movement, how you engage the enemies and bomb sites, is extremely important, even more so than the raw aim. My movement is extremely good in FPS games, while my aim is kinda average amongst top players. You don't need to be the aim machine in order to reach the top ranks. Big brain and big balls always win the games. You can find everything about that particular routine in this video right here. I spend at least 30 minutes every day practicing how to engage the enemies on every map, on both defenders and attackers side, which leads us to one more very interesting question that I get.
Do I look at my crosshair or opponent's position when I'm engaging the enemies?
My eyes are all over the place, but usually I'm looking at my minimap and positions from which my enemies can appear so I can react on them, because I already developed extremely good crosshair placement and muscle memory for peeking angles that I don't need to be focused on my crosshair at all times. And finally, the third practice routine which I perform during my full-on grind days is development of my game knowledge, tactics and agent's mechanical skill. Basically, I will spend around 1 to 2 hours daily on figuring out how to play a certain agent, how to use his abilities to full potential, and developing new tactics and strategies on every map of Valorant. When it comes to game knowledge, I love using my own brain to figure out new things, but also I spend a chunk of my time on Reddit and YouTube, watching the professional games, strategies, and trying to see if other people figure out something that I maybe didn't use before in my personal gameplay. So, as you can see, my daily grind is mainly focused on constantly upgrading my knowledge and skill, and I usually play only 3 to maximum 10 games per day, and I must know that not all games are ranked matches. Custom scrims and face-it matches against top players are much more useful and beneficial than spamming ranked 24/7, and playing unrated matches is simply a waste of time, no matter what your goal is. I'm the living proof that you can overcome any limitation in life with smart, hard work and dedication. I've reached the top rank strengths of every single game that I've touched simply on my brain, work ethic, and the way I approach a particular problems. Of course, I invested tons of time in video games, and maybe I'm a bit talented, but can we really say that someone is talented if he invested 50,000 hours in that particular thing? And one more question that is coming in our way. Photographer, video producer, audio producer, web and Android developer, musician, ex-game designer, former esports pro player, FPS and gaming coach, real-life trainer and fitness instructor, gym freak, streamer and content creator, the gaming machine. Who is Charlatan? To be honest, I don't even know who am I myself, you know. The only thing I know is that 4 hours of sleep is definitely not enough, and I would like to chill a bit, you know. And right now, come on, hit that subscribe, turn on those goddamn notifications, bang that bell icon so you don't miss any new content from me, myself, Charlatano. Leave a like on this video and leave a comment down below. What do you want to see from me in future? In the meantime, you can follow me on twitch.tv/charlatan for daily live streams, join my official Discord server down in the description below if you want to get coached, or simply hang out with our community, and the website for merch and other stuff will soon be up at charlatan.com with a 7. I'm yours, one and only Warden of the Tricksters community. Thank you for watching, and...
Бежать некуда!